Test, test. Test, test. Okay. We are live. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome everybody.
Hi.
We're back on a hot summer day.
It's starting to feel like summer.
Yeah, with this heat wave. Just trying to stay cool. See, here's Zuli.
Oh, there's Kira behind the books.
She's like in front of the fan. Trying to stay cool. I just see pausies.
I know. Kira just likes hanging out with me. I think it's because we had the AC on and the blankets are probably cold.
Oh yeah, I bet. Dude, I can't imagine. So hot. Anyways. Just trying to keep cool.
Yes, everyone drink lots of cold water.
Yeah,
Don't be out in the sun.
Yeah. Stay inside and read, you know?
Oh, okay. Bye, Kira. She made her weekly appearance. She's gone now. She's like, I'm done. I came in to be in the shot, and now I'm gone.
But yeah, welcome. Anything new this week? Or just Emma's Prime Day?
It was Prime Day. I celebrated Prime Day.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of basic like house things. Man, being an adult is kind of.
I know, it's like you realize like all the things that you need, and then the price racks up. You're like, dang it. I'm like, man.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I bought for myself was this cart, and then everything else was for like houseware stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of good deals. The only thing we got was like a washable rug for the living room.
You're gonna need a washable rug.
I know. Hopefully it lasts. This one. She's getting old, so she's been having a little more accidents lately, but she's getting better.
She's like, well, if mommy pees a lot, I should pee a lot too.
I know.
Solidarity.
Like, yeah, but like I'm trying to get like a schedule, because before, like, we used to just walk her whenever she needed to be walked, because she'd let us know. But now it's like so abrupt because she's older, I guess. She can't hold it. So just trying to like make a schedule, and so far it's working. So yeah, so hopefully that sticks when baby's here.
BJ's gonna have to probably do most of the walking, huh?
At least in the beginning, because I don't know how torn up I'm gonna be, but yeah, I definitely will need that exercise eventually.
I always see like over here like a few moms just push their babies in a stroller and have their dog like connected to the leash or to the stroller.
Oh my god, I can't connect Zooey to the stroller. I feel like she's gonna like get startled and then
run,
flip the stroller over or something.
Or maybe her protective instincts will kick in and like be like, hey.
It's been 10 years. I haven't kicked in yet.
Yeah, but I mean, like with the new baby, maybe.
We'll see. This is the real test. But yeah, pretty much my week. Just trying to stay cool. Just dealing with like third trimester symptoms and whatnot.
Getting close.
Yeah, 1 week. 1 week.
Okay, so. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to hold it in, you know.
Don't be shy.
Not that time yet.
So-
But yeah, okay, so this week's book podcast, we tackled Greek mythology.
Yes. We've read a couple other books in the past that were Greek retellings. And so we thought we would try again.
But our own picks this time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Alright, before we show our choices, books that we read together, separately, books that we read together, here, I have it ready.
Together
Was Song of Achilles. This was our first, and then Ariadne. I had Ariadne on Kindle, but I think I deleted it. But yeah, so it wasn't necessarily our introduction to the genre. Is it a genre?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, this is just one of our first buddy reads. We're like, this book is so hyped.
Oh yeah.
We have to read it.
I think this was one of our first books.
Yeah. And yeah, if you don't know, it's a reimagining of Achilles and Patroclus.
As you can see, it's the winner of the Orange Prize for fiction. I never know.
Yeah, and you can't take it off.
Oh yeah, you can't. Darn it! I just realized that. But yeah.
Publishers, stop doing this.
So yeah, retelling of Achilles and Patroclus and what happened during the whole Trojan War with Helen, the famous Helen of Troy, and her
Hector and Paris and Agamemnon. Agamemnon.
Something like that. But yeah, this one, we won't say much about it, but I could see why it was a very hyped book. It's a quick read if you want to pick this up. Ariadne was our next buddy read, right?
It was like years later, though. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this one was like what, a year or two ago?
Yeah.
And then
it's like when it was relatively new still, I think.
Yeah, and then Ariadne, we picked that up earlier this year.
Yeah, like a few months ago. Maybe like 1 or 2 months ago.
If you want to know our thoughts about Ariadne, look up any of our
Videos.
Previous videos. You will
find
our thoughts and feelings about that book. If you're interested, it was an eventful video.
Yeah, if you don't know, Ariadne is about Ariadne and brother the Minotaur, and goes on from there.
With who's it? Theseus or Perseus? One of those two.
I think it was.
I want to say
Theseus.
Theseus, yeah. But yeah, Theseus and Ariadne and the Minotaur. If you like that story, go ahead and read Ariadne. It's not from the same author, right? It's a different author.
Yeah, a different author. Jennifer Saint.
Was she the one who wrote? Never
She
mind.
wrote Electra,
There we go, Electra.
at
Yeah.
which we haven't read yet.
And then after those, I read some books on my own. You probably read some books on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I read a few smutty ones.
Why'd your voice get low?
Fine. I read Neon Gods and Electric Idol. This is the first book. This is the second book.
And not including the stuff on Kindle, huh?
Not including the stuff on Kindle. Oh yeah, I have some Kindle ones too. But this one is probably more known on Book Talk, Neon Gods.
Mm-hmm.
This is Hades and Persephone. This is Psyche and Euros. So,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I mean, if you want spicy romance, here you go. This is what? This is Enemies to Lovers. This is something. This is a whole other something. Oh, I guess.
Its own thing.
This no, okay. What is that called? Love at First Sight. I guess this one.
Oh, Insta Love.
Insta Love. This is Insta Love, kind of, in a way, and this is Enemies to Lovers. If you want to if you want to simplify it, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone knows the story of Hades and Persephone. It's like one of the most common written retellings when it comes to Greek mythology, since it's so like it basically fits all the fantasy genres that most people read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like simple girl who captures the attention of like the big baddie, and then they fall in love as soon as they see each other, but no, they pull away because it's bad, but at the end they can't help themselves and get together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically Hades and Persephone. Like, at least everyone has read like some iteration of that type of love story. I mean, yeah, contemporary fantasy.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, those two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and then another book I read was A Touch of Darkness. That was another book talk book. It's also retelling of Hades and Persephone. That one I would say I think I
It's
like.
spicy.
They're both spicy. This is more spicier. This is like modern day gods.
That's like the synopsis is something to do with like Hades owns a club, right, or something.
A Touch of Darkness? Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
both of
one.
them. Both of them, now that I think. No, yes, both of them. Both of them.
Hades owns a club.
Yeah, because it's like Hades is what? The king of the underworld, and what's more underworld is like nightclubs, you know? Because that happens, like, that's where all the seedy dealings happen, like in books and in real life. It's like in nightclubs.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's like one of the main things they have in common is that Hades owns a nightclub. And that's where he sees Persephone, in a nightclub. I mean, that's as simple as that. But yeah. As in, like, these books are like different stories of different Greek couples, while A Touch of Darkness is mainly about Hades and Persephone.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what about you?
Just the books that we've read. I have here, and then obviously the classic
Mm-hmm.
Percy Jackson,
Yes.
who is Dusty, but uh,
That's
just if you don't know Percy Jackson, it's like a reimagining based on all things Greek mythology. Uh, it's about a um, demigod kid that goes to a half-blood camp, and his adventures take on from there. And there's so many characters in each book. It's like the Greek version of Harry Potter in a way. It's as fun as Harry Potter, I would say.
yeah. I
Um,
think those two series was like the books you read when you were a child. Like you read Harry
mhm,
Potter and Percy Jackson. I
yeah.
don't hate me. I've never read Percy Jackson. Um,
I didn't either as a kid. I was just curious when I grew older what the hype was. And I was like, yeah, I could see it. I could see it.
read it for the first time with your baby.
I already read the first one.
Um,
Um,
but yeah,
but yeah.
there are different kinds of Greek retellings. Um, it is a kind of a well-known genre, so I mean, if we haven't mentioned any of the books that you read, oh, feel
Oh
free
yeah,
to
and
write it down.
there's obviously the other books that we read like in grade school, like the Odyssey and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Odyssey.
So,
Oh my
like
god.
Troy or something.
Oh yeah. Of course, we watched a lot of Greek movies.
Yeah.
300, the most famous one. But it's kind of Roman, right?
Yeah, it's Roman.
But Roman is kind of like a, what is it called?
It's like Roman is like more later, right?
Yeah, it kind of
Um,
spans from Greek mythology.
yeah.
I mean,
Let's say Clash of the Titans, like movies like that. Um, Clash of the Titans.
Wrath
What
of the
other movies?
Titans,
Yeah, those the sequels.
Immortals. I just watched Immortals with Henry Cavill. Um, what
And
else?
just like a bunch of I remember as a kid watching like Greek movies like on like the History Channel and stuff like that. Or it's like TV made, not like, high budget films, but I remember watching a bunch of those growing up. Um, but yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
I know it's like so hard to think of others like stuff that we watched or read like now since we haven't thought about it in like forever.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure it'll come to us. Maybe in the
Yeah.
video.
But I
So,
do know like something I've always wanted to watch or read that I've never seen yet is like a story about Medusa. I would want to read something like that.
I know, she's always like
She's a,
the bad
the
monster.
villain. Yeah, I like maybe there is a book and we should look it up. Or I should look it up. I don't know about you, but I would be interested in reading something about that.
Like even in Percy Jackson,
She's
she's a
evil.
monster.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want to know her story. I mean, I know like the general story of her, but
Yeah.
I want to know like a retelling of her.
I know where she's made to be. Glitters.
Maybe I'll write a fanfic or something.
Yeah, yeah. There's Wattpad.
Yeah, I mean, what do they always say? Like, write what you want to read.
Yeah.
So if I can't find anything like that, I'll just write it myself.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Different. So should try that.
Oh, but like I can't. Okay, the only thing is like the names.
Oh yeah, you're like
The names, but we'll get to that later in a couple of minutes. Okay.
or just like you just make it so that it's modern or something. And I don't know.
That's
She goes to a club. I don't know.
she goes to a club and sees Poseidon.
I know. There you go.
All right. Okay. Well, that's our brief history of Greek books or Greek retellings or Greek stories. Now, to get to why we're here is to
Our read of the week.
I think we both got. I mean, the audience, whoever's watching this, if they watched the other one, they probably know already what we chose. We kind of announced it the last time.
Yeah.
But for those who are joining us, Lord, Lord, this was my choice, Lore.
I know. I like how each of the books, it's like their faces in a
I
way.
know, yeah, Kiwi. I mean, Saga's the Kiwis is just the helmet, but I mean,
I know, but it's like
it kind
it's
of like
him.
gets the point across. Yeah, I've noticed like that's a pattern. Even I think Electra, right? It's like the woman's
It's
face.
like side profiles
Mhm.
of her or whatever. But yeah. So I read Circe, which is the same author's Song of Achilles. She wrote this one before Song of Achilles.
So,
Lore.
anyway, let's talk about yours first. What I think I know from Circe, from all the Greek things I've been watching, is that is she considered the first witch?
Consider the first witch. Well, from this, yeah, she is a witch. But her siblings are also considered witches, or like even the men.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so Circe, she is a daughter of a nymph and Helios, which is a Titan divinity, and it's like it was a really slow start for me because there's like a lot of introduction to all these characters, all these like there's like a full-on glossary in the back like I told you before. But yeah, it was like a slow start for me. But it was like kind of sad because she wasn't necessarily like beautiful like a god, and she didn't really have obvious powers when she was like growing up. So her parents weren't really like praising her for anything. She was kind of like the neglected like puppy dog.
Aww.
Like they just like had her tag along, but she was like always shunned and stuff, even by like her siblings, her twin siblings. And it's funny because like her sister is actually Ariadne's mom. So you'll see some of the stories intertwine within this, which I think was kind of cool. Um, but yeah, she's just like, you feel sorry for her in the beginning, and then you see, like, eventually you see her motivation to, like, punish people, you know? I don't want to, like, give too much away, but, yeah, so she punishes people, but she still wants to, like, help mortals, but the Olympians don't like when gods help mortals. They get, like, punished. Um, so yeah, she's like, I only read half of it so far because it was such a slow start. But then once you get like to like page 100, that's when the story picks up and there's like actual adventure and whatnot. But yeah, so far so good. There's lots of gods and monsters and yeah, I could see why it got Book of the Year in 2018. So.
Nice. Cersei. That's interesting. So she's come from a line of witches. Wait, who are her parents again?
Helios, the god of the sun, and
Oh yeah.
a nymph. Yeah,
That's right.
the mom's a bee. Total bee.
Like all Greek moms. They're all
Mhm.
total bees apparently. Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, but like a big difference I noticed from Cersei and Ariadne was Ariadne's mom, because you know how in Ariadne she was like mentally like
Unstable.
not all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, oh boy,
She was feisty.
like I was like, like she was there. Like she was there. And you know what happened in Ariadne? Her situation.
Oh my gosh, please don't.
She
Oh my
she
god.
was there. So I'm just gonna say that.
Wow. Oh my gosh, are you telling me she wrote the story of how the Minotaur came to be? Oh my gosh, don't tell me that. Don't say it. Okay.
She was sane.
I mean, yeah, she was sane at one point, became insane after she had the baby.
Oh, she's still sane.
Oh, she was faking it?
Like, so, like, the whole thing with Ariadne, how, like, what's her name? Pasiphae or something? So the mom, right?
The mom? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the mom, she was, essentially, like, cursed because of something Minos did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she was, like, she went a little insane and did what she did. But this...
She wasn't insane at all.
Not the same reason.
Faked it.
But yeah, I was like, I'm like in the middle of the explanation, but apparently like Daedalus has something to do with it. So we'll
Alright, I just want to read that part. I just want to hear the explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
We'll hear next time.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny.
But yeah, I was like, what? Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna read that. Just like sticky note it, mark it, and then next time I go to your house, I'm just gonna read that.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what she said.
Oh my
But
god, that's
yeah,
hilarious.
I'll share my full-on opinion next time.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I read Lore by Alexandra Bracken. Um, she wrote the series. Hold on, I forgot.
Series?
She wrote the earlier series, The Darkest Minds. I had to look it
Mm.
up. But yeah, this is her. This was. I think this is a standalone. This is a standalone after that series. Right there, Lore. It's about a girl named Lore or Melora. I know. No one broke any brain cells there. Um, she is part of a tradition where every 7 years a group of hunters hunt the original gods, like Poseidon, Athena, um, Hermes, the original 9 gods. I'm not sure. The 9 gods except Zeus. Zeus is not part of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so every 7 years, a group of hunters hunt the 9 gods as a punishment for basically screwing the humans throughout the hundreds of thousands of years they've been screwing up humans, right?
Yeah.
So that's the punishment. And Lore isn't kind of she's she's never been a hunter, but she left that group because her whole family was killed by a certain hunter, um, and then she is found by Athena, who makes a deal with her to kill that hunter if she helps Athena um, basically survive, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura's like, oh yeah, sure. And so, yeah. I actually finished the book
Mm-hmm.
uh, just because I was listening to it most of the time. And all I can say is, eh.
Eh?
Okay, so like your book, it had a bunch of names, like a bunch of names that I could
Yeah.
not keep up with. Like, okay, I understand like the gods' names, right? But there are so many names I couldn't like they would
Yeah.
they would take like them. There's a glossary in here too in the back of the book, and I actually had to like look at it and finally understand like, oh, when they say Perseus they mean Perseus. When they say Odysseus it's Odysseus. I'm like, why can't they just say that? I think I would have understood it better if they actually said, oh, the house of Odysseus instead of the house of Odysseus. I'm like, for reals. Um,
Oh man.
but there's like, it started off like it's very like boom, 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 like action, 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 action. There's a lot
Okay.
of action, um, a lot of talking between the characters. I would say this is more character driven than um, world driven. Does that make sense?
Character driven, then
Yeah,
plot driven.
than plot driven. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it takes place in a modern world in New York, so so the author didn't have to explain like, oh, you know, the city of New York. It's just assumed that people know what's in New York City.
Okay.
So it's basically just lore acting like a like I guess you can say it's a chosen one trope, I guess. And I'm not that much of a chosen one like type of reader. I mean, I'll read it, but
Yeah, it only works in some situations.
mhm. But I mean, like I read so many chosen ones that I kind of I should have realized this was the chosen one trope, but I don't know why I didn't realize it until I was actually reading it, and I'm like, oh, great, she's gonna be the only person that'll be able to complete this task. Um, but I was totally completely thrown off by the cover. I think this is why I want to read it because look at the cover. She has the hair of snakes. And you know who has the hair of snakes? Medusa. So I thought this
Yeah.
was gonna be like a Medusa type of thing, but no. She is only mentioned one time in 560 pages. One time.
So, like, none of Medusa's story is, like, relevant to that book, or what?
I mean, the only thing that's related, okay,
Just the fact that Athena changed her, whatever.
no, it's like, it's what, you know the stories of how, who is it? Was it Theseus or Perseus? It was Perseus who cut off Medusa's head, right? And used it to, like, stone people, right?
Yeah.
So, apparently after Perseus cuts off the head, he turned it into a shield. So, and that shield was Lore's um, heirloom,
Right.
her inheritance, I guess. So it's basically that, a shield with Medusa's head on it.
Okay.
It's just like
In New York.
in New York, yeah. So uh, that was like the only thing that was Medusa related was that stupid shield, and I'm like, really? She's not like. I thought she was like looking at the cover. I thought she was like, uh, what is it called? What is the line of um generation?
Descendant?
Yeah,
Or-
descendant. Yeah, I thought she was like a really long, long, long line of descendants of Medusa. Like Medusa or her, I don't know, had like a secret baby that no one knows about. Like,
Not even that, okay.
not even that. It's just her head on a shield.
Oh no.
I was so disappointed, and I was like, I was listening and reading until like I was waiting for that, and then, but I was like, ah,
Aw, I could see why it got like mixed reviews then.
yeah,
If
like,
you say it like that.
I totally get it. Like, I mean, I get the story. The story is interesting, but I just thought it's gonna go a different way, and yeah, that's why I'm like kind of disappointed. It's not about Medusa. It's about her stupid head.
Stupid face.
Her stupid face on her stupid shield.
Oh, well, I mean, at least you got that off your TBR.
Yeah, I guess. At least I mean, like, yeah, like at least I didn't spend money on that book.
Yeah.
At least, yeah. So disappointed.
But
Uh,
I mean, it's always tricky to do something like a Greek retelling in a modern day setting that's like, not smutty.
No, but I mean, I think I would have liked it if I didn't if I wasn't expecting it. Like she should have just changed the cover to something else. Like if she changed the cover to a shield type of thing, I'm like, okay, it's not about Medusa, but she has the freaking main character looking like Medusa.
I Probably that's like how she got people.
Yeah. So I was like, what? Okay. So yeah, so mad. Oh, now that I'm like thinking about it, I'm so mad.
Oh, well.
Mm,
Well,
see,
you
now,
finished it.
yeah, I finished it. I'm more disappointed than. I mean, yeah, okay, the story's fine.
The story's fine.
The story's fine. It just read. I mean, it is a YA book, YA adventure, chosen one. Um, the romance in the book doesn't take front and center. It's like kind of like a side story. So I mean, at least she focused more on the action of what Greek mythology is all about
Mhm.
in a modern day setting. It's just false advertisement of the cover.
What's it called? Catfish?
Catfish. Oh, I was typing catfish. So I mean, it, it's a good book overall. But if
You had high expectations.
yes,
You different
I had
expectations.
different expectations.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, people who are watching this, the book's fine. It's just don't expect it to be about Medusa. Okay? Just don't. I'll tell you right now. Save you the heartache.
Yeah. Like, yeah, just looking at the cover, I would have thought it would be some sort of like historical fiction fantasy type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ariadne or Circe,
Mm-hmm.
but I had no idea that it was gonna be set in New York.
Yeah. I mean, the writer wrote the. She was true to the myth when it came to the gods and goddesses and like how they are. I think like just a bunch of divas and dicks, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean that was fine. I just the names and the expectations just let
Did
me
you
down.
read the other series she wrote, or
Yeah, I did.
was it like similar?
No, the her other series. I read like two and a half. Like I read the first two, and I DNF'd the third one, just because I didn't like the way it was going. But the first two books were pretty good. It's more dystopian,
Mm.
um, with magic. Not magic, but um, kind of like somehow you have powers that you can't explain.
Okay.
It's yeah, kind of like it's kind of like Divergent, but with powers.
Okay. And
Yeah.
this happens after lore?
No, this happens before. Like so, the Darkest Minds was her like debut series, I
So
think.
lore is dystopian New York?
No, Lore is just modern day New York. Like if New York was still New York.
Okay.
So they have no relation. They're
Oh,
totally different like stories.
not the same world.
Not the same world. No. Lore is a standalone, I believe. It better be a standalone because I can't.
Okay.
I can't even. I'm not evening. But yeah, so Darkest Minds was her. It's a trilogy, and I believe Lore is a standalone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like you're enjoying your book more than I enjoyed mine. So,
Yeah, it's definitely like picking up with like more action and adventure, more cringy scenes. But yeah, I, like I let my dad borrow this like a couple years ago and he really liked it. So we'll see.
nice.
Let's see.
Oh my
But
gosh.
so far so good. Uh,
Oh. Oh, I just realized that I also. Huh. I just realized, like, sorry.
nice.
I. What is this? Oh, okay, never mind. I the Half Blood series or the first Covenant. I thought, is that Greek or is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me show you the cover because I'm not sure if it's Greek or not. This one is that? Cause is that like a Greek? Um, is that like a Greek thing? The instrument. It's a lie, right? A lie. Can you see that? Or you can just see you.
I know. I can't really. Is it a? It looks like a heart.
Is it?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Or is that the thing that what's his name? You know that that Danny DeVito character in Hercules. That creature. Is that what they play?
Yeah, a liar. Liar. It's a liar. Yeah, Lisa's a liar. Is that a liar?
Is it? Maybe
Huh. I think it is. The Himatoi descend from eating the gods of
half
war.
blood. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
it makes sense. Demigod.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think I know. Oh, it's a lyre or a pan flute that satyrs carry. That's what they said. Yeah. He's almost knows as much Greek stuff as I do. Or maybe a little
Damn.
bit more. He probably knows more. He probably knows a little bit more than I do. Okay. Okay. No, I'm just saying because like I think this following week, right? You're gonna finish reading that book,
Mhm.
and then I think I know what I'm going to read. That
I
falls.
know, hopefully this one's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe I should. No, I don't want to actually, because this there's I think there's more books. I stopped reading after the second book.
Yeah, I think I've seen some more on Bookstagram.
Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I didn't. I the third book was I think it was about Helen, Patroclus, and Achilles. I'm like, I don't think I want to read another one of
Oh.
those. It's like it's kind of like a threesome kind of thing. I'm like, I don't think that's my jam. Um,
Yeah.
but I know there's a fourth book. What is the fourth book? Maybe I should read that. Um, Radiant Sin. Because it just depends on what it's about. I don't know. I'll just look it up here. But yeah, I think I know what I want to read.
Okay. While you look at that, I'll do a quick unboxing of my book of the month.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
Dang, she hit me.
Book of the month! Yay! Not sponsored. Sponsor me, book of the month.
I know, you've had book of the month like since forever. You should get sponsored.
I know, since 2020. But yeah, if you don't know, Book of the Month is a monthly book subscription service. They select 5 books and you get to choose one, and then they have a backlist of other books if you want to add any on. So let's see. I think my pick of the month, it was Immortal Longing by Chloe Gong, and this is supposed to be a retelling of Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, and it's like sci-fi, so that sounds interesting, so get that. And then for the backlist, I got Wishing Game. Heard a bunch of good reviews about that, so I went with that. And then the only one left, Sephora, written by the same author as My Best Friend's Exorcism, and what was that book? The Southern Book Club of Slaying Vampires.
What?
The same author.
Oh. I don't know, for some reason I thought you were talking about all in one book. I'm like, what?
And then this is the same author as well. Lock Every Door.
Ooh, that looks like a horror book.
Yeah, so this one's like, I think this one's like more of a haunted mansion situation. And this is more like horror thriller, I think. And then lastly,
wow.
hopefully
that one's good.
Hopefully this one's good. We'll see. It got good reviews on the Book of the Month app, so we'll see.
I know. That's on my to buy list. True Love Experiment.
So, I have quite the autumn TBR going on in this box.
We'll
see how much.
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, we'll see how much I'll be reading this autumn. So, go ahead.
No, Lee says, you guys should try some good old Egyptian god lore. It's just as interesting as Greek god lore.
Egyptian god lore?
I mean, you just pulled out a book that's kind of a retelling of what? Cleopatra and Antony?
Yeah.
I
mean, it's like Roman and Egypt.
Wait, isn't Cleopatra Egyptian?
I know, but she married a Roman.
Oh yeah, so it's a mixture.
Yeah, so we'll see which side it's more heavy on, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about Egyptian gods, only, what, Anubis? And that's from, like, just because of the Mummy movie.
The Moon Knight series?
Oh, yeah, Moon Knight. I forgot about Moon Knight.
That's all I know. And the Mummy.
The Mummy.
Wasn't there, like, a Disney movie?
Under Wraps!
What?
Under Wraps. That movie
Oh yeah,
is an old classic.
that.
It's a Disney original movie. That movie slaps, and I'm so sad it's not on Disney Plus. They remade the movie. Stupid.
Yeah, CJ is all about that movie.
Dude,
I've
that movie's awesome.
never seen it.
You and me never seen it, but that movie's awesome. I used to watch that movie all the time. I was like, oh, like, yeah, I just like would want to go into a museum and then like sneak under the red rope where you're not supposed to enter.
If you know, you know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
And then these like Temple of Anubis.
Oh yeah.
Temple of
The map.
Anubis. That
Oh,
stupid
boy.
map.
Yeah. But yeah, night at the museum, sort of.
Kind of. I mean,
A little bit.
what was that? That was who's that? King. It's not
King-
Imhotep. It's
King Tut or something.
Yeah,
I
King
don't know.
Tut.
Something like that.
Yeah. Maybe like you should put that in your jar just so we could.
I know, but like, what book besides the one I just got would
I don't
be?
know. We just have to do our research.
I feel like we'd be reading like a history
Ramses.
book.
Ramses.
But
King Ramses. I don't know. Lee's just naming Egyptian names. Random Egyptian names. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I have any Egyptian books besides the one I just got. So, well, sorta. Is it
Yeah.
sci-fi?
Yeah, I don't think I have any Egyptian books either. Yeah, I don't think so. And I just looked at my bookshelf before logging on.
Yeah, so, yeah, so this week I will finish up Cersei, and you will be picking out potentially a sequel to the Neon Gods or whatever. And yeah, we'll go from there, and we'll see if we have our streaming session Friday.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
see, because it's like the day before my due date. So
Oh. Yeah.
we'll
So
see.
we'll see. It's up in the air.
Yeah, because
But
like it's the 21st, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's on the 21st. And who knows
So-
if you'll even make it by then.
So we'll see. We'll see. If we're not streaming, you'll know why. But otherwise, we'll be here.
Yeah.
Is there anything we should add, or any any new releases catch your eye, or
Not
any summer reads that you need to pick up before autumn?
I'm not sure because I kind of want to just start reading fall books now.
I know, but it's like it's so hot. Like definitely after this heat wave,
I don't know.
because I just want to like read and like drink tea or something, like hot tea,
I don't
and
know.
snuggle up.
Or maybe like I don't know. Maybe I'll hiccups. I don't know. I feel like if I read something about winter, I might actually cool down. um, Play trick in my head.
True.
But yeah. Huh. I'm looking up Medusa retellings. See if I can. If there's anything. Huh. I mean, it looks like there's a lot. I don't know. I'll look on Kindle or something.
Yeah, I'm sure there's stuff on there. But yeah, I definitely can't wait for autumn. I want to read some spooky things and witchy things. I have quite the selection that I need to get to.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on, so I mean. It's gonna be hard to get to those books unless you just invest in audiobooks.
True. It's like, even then, like, I can't really listen to audiobooks because I have to listen to baby. So that would be hard.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
They're just gonna carry around one of those, like, what's it called? The speakers, the two-way radios or something?
Oh yeah.
Those walkie-talkie thingies.
We have the camera, the handheld camera thing. We'll see. So, yeah. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Oh, oh wow, it's almost my bedtime.
Oh my gosh, it's Friday.
Oh, so.
My gulay.
Oh my gosh, I have like a set schedule now. Go to sleep at 10:30, and wake up at 7 every day. Well, not every day, but no, you know what I mean. I wake up like at 6:15 every day.
I know. Yeah, same here recently because of Zuli. And
you getting kicked in the stomach like all day long, all night long.
Yeah, baby like break dancing in my stomach. Pretty much. Trying to dive. Yeah.
Dive.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so this will be another week of reimaginings. If you guys want to participate and read something with us, share.
Yeah. Join us next week to find out what happens in Cersei.
Yeah, if I didn't go into labor.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyways, good times.
Good times. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. If you have a wonderful weekend, stay safe, stay cool,
Yeah.
stay hydrated.
Yeah, drink lots of water.
Yeah, and we will see you
Next time.
maybe next time.
We'll see you next time. We just don't know when.
Yeah. Not for sure. But yeah. Alright. Take care, everybody.
Bye.